Ticketek gift voucher gives you more choice and more fun than any other, and they can be used for any event through Ticketek. Available now at all Ticketek agencies and online at ticketek.com.au/gift vouchers.
Is life not quite what you dreamed? Are you feeling oppressed by the working humdrum and want to throw in your job? Or would you believe you can by using real estate to build your own personal wealth? It's called equity, and it can take you from here to here. So what is equity and how do we get some? Well, one person who knows all about it is property investment expert Chris Gray.
So what is equity? Equity is the growth in value of your home. It's the on-paper profit you make each time your property rises in value. And if you get enough equity, there's a good chance that your bank may actually lend against it.
Borrowing or redrawing is the key. Instead of battling to pay off your home, the idea is to use the mortgage to buy more property.
And that's what I did. I borrowed enough money to get a deposit on a second property and then borrowed an extra amount to help me cover both the mortgages. With an interest-only loan and a good rental income from my new property, I only had to cover a small difference to meet my repayments. And if you're wondering how that's possible, it's because the equity is increasing quicker than my mortgage repayments. In the long term, I believe my property is always going to grow in value.
Over the years, Chris has built a property portfolio simply from borrowing against his equity. He's the proud owner of several mortgages. But how does he manage to pay for all of these without having to work?
As long as your properties go up in value, you can normally borrow extra money to cover your mortgage repayments and any unforeseen expenses like roof repairs or strata fees. With a number of properties collectively earning you a lot of equity, you could reach a point where you can afford to give yourself a modest income and leave full-time work for good.
So you've had the good news, but using equity doesn't come risk-free. There's always the chance that your home doesn't increase in value and you have no equity. And interest rates can go up, increasing your mortgage repayments.
Wherever there's profits, there's also risks, as all markets fall at some point in time. You too could end up in the bunker. But there are some things that you can do to protect yourself against the bad times. You have to buy in the right areas. So look for popular suburbs that ensure rental income and investment growth, even in flat times. So never pay above the market value. If you do, you've immediately made a loss. And most importantly, equity is about long term. It's all about weathering the bad times so you get ready for the good times. Budget carefully. Whatever you do, don't overextend and keep to whatever you can afford.
So if you're ready to ditch the rat race and live like this, you might want to start accumulating equity, but like any investment, there are risks you need to consider. But building equity is a realistic path to quitting that job and living the dream.